Hey challengers, today I'm going to talk to you about different breakfast choices. I got them all laid out here because maybe it's the weekend and you're thinking, well, I want to have something else. Everybody else is eating something different for breakfast. I'm going to have something instead of my shake. Well, everybody from everybody, because I'm going to show you the different calorie amounts and all these things. So let's start with Starbucks because so many people love to go there. So how about this? Cinnamon Swirl Reduced Fat coffee cake is 370 calories, and it's not giant. It's not a giant amount of food. Or the banana nut bread. And by the way, reduced fat, I guess that's supposed to be healthier. Banana nut bread, 420 calories. So, okay, that is more calories than the coffee cake. Still not a giant amount. Now, if you're like me, this would not be a typical breakfast. Before Herbalife, I would have breakfast, but this would not be typical for me. It would be more of a treat. So a typical breakfast I might have had in the old days, or many people have, is maybe some oatmeal. So there you have it, 150 calories and 5 grams of protein. Now this is just plain old oatmeal. There's no sweetener or anything. So many people are going to add to that. Fruit's a great choice, but what if you add honey or sugar or other things? Then it's going to bring those calories up quite a bit. Next is cereal. Lots of people have cereal for breakfast. So I kind of want to talk about it. There's two different kinds here. Great Grains, which, appears to be healthy, right? From the packaging. And then there's Honey Bunches of Oats. So the Great Grains, 3/4 of a cup, which is this much cereal, and 4 ounces of milk, which is this much milk. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely having more cereal and more milk than that if I'm going to have cereal. Anyway, that's 250 calories and 9 grams of protein for this one. Now for Honey Bunches of Oats, it's 160 calories and 6 grams of protein. Interestingly enough, they both have about the same amount of sugar. You would definitely think that this was better for you, but it's just appears to have more calories for not that much more protein. So there's cereal. And again, who's eating that little bit? Not me. Maybe eggs are your jam. I love eggs. I just want to show the calories in this. So we got 2 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, and this is whole grain toast with seeds and stuff. It's a pretty good choice. And then butter. So just with the eggs, you're going to scramble them or cook them over easy, however you like them. But that's going to be 460 calories and 18 grams of protein. But what if you're going to scramble them up with cheese, like I like to do? That's 100 calories worth of cheese. So now we've got 560 calories. But wait a second. Are you cooking them in butter? Are you going to throw this pat of butter in the pan as you're cooking them? Like how I'm touching all the food? Anyway, but a lot of people throw butter in the pan and cook them that way. So think about that. Now you're potentially up to 660 calories. That's just for a couple eggs and toast. A little bit of cheese. That is not, that's not a giant breakfast. And keep in mind, you guys, that these are moderate portions. This is not what you would get in a restaurant by any means. Okay, so let's take away the cheese and talk about what if you wanted a couple pieces of bacon. So this breakfast with 2 slices of bacon, really, who eats 2 slices of bacon? I would normally have 4 or 5. Anyway, with 2, it's 535 calories and 22 grams of protein. Now, what if you wanted to have this with a couple sausage patties? Okay, now you're up to 740 calories and 26 grams of protein. Gadzooks, that is a lot. It's a lot for not a gigantic breakfast. I'm not talking a grand slam here, folks. All right, what if you're going to make a better choice and have turkey bacon? So you got your 2 eggs, toast, 2 slices of bacon. That's 520 calories with 22 grams of protein. Or you're going to have this with 1 turkey sausage patty. That's 570 calories, 31 grams of protein. By the way, it's important to know that most people, especially women, our bodies can only process 30 grams of protein, up to 30 grams of protein at a time. So we don't really want to go over that. 31's not that big of a deal, but you really want to stay at 30 or a little below 30. Okay, what's next? Pancakes. So just some pancakes and some syrup is 260 calories. And by the way, this is light syrup. This is how much you get. That's 100 calories worth. And then the pancakes. I got to admit I was too lazy to make the pancakes, but the serving amount is about half of 1 pancake you would get out. That's not a lot. So that's 260 calories. And I think there's maybe 5 grams of protein. Yeah, 5 grams of protein. Sorry, I didn't write that out. But anyway, 5 grams of protein. And by the way, in this syrup, there are 25 grams of sugar, which, shoot, a serving of ice cream has 12 grams of sugar. So 25 is an awful lot. And again, this is a small portion. If you go out, forget it. It's probably going to be about 5 times that, I would think at least. And now, of course, we have my favorite breakfast on earth for good reason. So we have our Formula One Herbalife shake. So with 2 scoops of our Formula One and 1 scoop of our protein drink mix, that is 150 calories and 16.5 grams of protein. Wow. Now, let's say you have a really big appetite, or you're a guy and you want a little bit more protein, no problem. With two scoops of Formula One and 2 scoops of our protein drink mix, it's still only 200 calories and 24 grams of protein. And our delicious shake is going to be the only one on this table, the only one here that has all 114 nutrients your body needs, and is a perfect balance of complex carbs and protein. So this is going to be the choice, you guys. This is the one you're going to want. Now, if you love these other items, okay, I'm not saying you can't ever have them, but start your day off with your shake. Maybe if you love eggs, have them a little bit later in the day. Maybe have it as brunch or your main meal. Throw in some veggies, some greens, and have that as your main meal, because you're going to want to get that shake in. Save those calories for later in the day. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't want to blow my whole calorie budget first thing in the morning. Anyway, all right, you guys, comment below and let us know what you learned or what you normally had for breakfast and what changes you're gonna make. Obviously, this ought to be the change. I'm bossing you around. Have this.